It is beautiful. This is Redland, a city where clever thinking and a just smart approach to environment and to technology brings lifestyle alive. It's rural, semi-rural, inviting, eco-sensitive, and yet marches to the beat of a metro rhythm, the envy of many other cities, and all achievable because of, well, Redland thinking, Redland logic. It is that clever approach, that dedication to better, smarter, cutting-edge environmental solutions that has spawned Cleveland Power. And its first project, a clean, green energy biomass power plant that not only removes a key environmental concern for the city, it sets a pathway for a future of sustainability and responsibility.
Now that's clever.
The Mount Cotton Biomass Power Plant is the first biomass project in Australia to fuel power generation with chicken litter. It is a project that's been hailed by international experts, federal and state politicians, green groups and scientists. It is world-class and just another Redland logical solution. Best of all, it removes the Redland environmental concern of having to store and remove over 60,000 tonnes of chicken litter each and every year. Litter, produced from the city's economic mainstay, its important and booming poultry industry. The award-winning power plant will be operational by 2014. Cleveland Power's David Bray explains.
In 2000, the poultry industry was told it could no longer use poultry litter on food crops. This became very difficult for the poultry industry to dispose of 250,000 tonnes of litter in southeast Queensland. So we looked at ways of disposing of this litter. We looked at many options, and the best, most economical and environmentally friendly option was to convert that into electricity. We spent a lot of time looking at technologies all over the world, and we believe we've come up with the best technology for this situation. The project we got will reduce carbon emissions by 120,000 tonnes. It will also power 7,500 homes. It will employ 82 people, and 12 of those will be full-time once the construction is completed. A $20 million project with great credentials. We know this project is environmentally friendly, we know it's sustainable, and we know it's a great project for Redlands in the city.
Now that's clever.
The concept is very simple. Chicken litter is flammable. It is placed in a rotating kiln, and by reacting this raw material at high temperatures with a controlled amount of oxygen, we contain burn to create heat. Incredible heat. This heat converts water into steam. The steam is under pressure and passes through a turbine which mechanically rotates an alternator. And this produces electricity. From the 60,000 tonnes of litter we will burn in a year, we will produce enough clean, green power to supply 7,500 houses. And unlike coal or fossil fuels used to generate power, there's one big environmental difference. No toxic emissions. None. Zero. Nil. Instead of highly toxic fuels such as coal, all that comes from the power plant stack is heat, barely visible as a heat haze on the horizon. And the other so-called waste product? Just an ash, which is a high-grade phosphorus-rich eco-green fertilizer. It is captured and sold to an eager agriculture sector.
Now that's clever.
The Cleveland Power Project has been approved by the Environmental Protection Agency with strict conditions of operation. The Environmental Protection Agency has examined all aspects of the level of emissions, as have independent consultants engaged by Redland City Council. The state government has set a limit of just over 65,000 tonnes a year of litter to power the plant. We will burn approximately 60,000 tonnes of chicken litter a year and source it locally. Clean, green energy. to the world. This energy source means Redland City will be responsible for the prevention of a further 120,000 tonnes of greenhouse gas annually. That's the same net effect as removing 30,000 vehicles from our roads. And the news gets better. Locally, we will cut heavy vehicle movements. Currently, that litter has to be gathered from farms and chicken sheds, shipped to a holding point, then shipped out of the city. Now, it'll be moved to the base just up the hill at Mount Cotton, easing traffic flow and making our roads safer.
Now that's clever.
And the power plant itself, more Redland logical solutions. It is largely out of sight. The plant is an 80-metre by 80-metre enclosed building with enclosed storage, and it will be located at the rear of the Golden Cockerel processing plant at Hillview Road, Mount Cotton. It's being built on the site where existing chicken sheds currently stand and will be no more visible from Mount Cotton Road than the existing sheds. Look hard. You'll see them there, just there. So too our new power plant. Remember, there will be no odour from the power station at all. The odour from burning chicken litter breaks down when temperature reaches 600 degrees Celsius. The power plant burns at between 820 degrees and 960 degrees Celsius. And just to be sure, doubly sure, we're also fitting an ozone treatment filtration system. Any air captured in the storage shed is pulled back and also used as fuel, which eliminates any potential for leakage. Then there's our Redland wildlife. The power plant, because it is so environmentally friendly, poses no threat to wildlife. No trees will be cut down, and no clearing needs to take place to facilitate construction. And because we're reducing the amount of time and distance travelled by heavy vehicles, it is expected that wildlife road deaths will be reduced. This is an environmentally sound and cost-effective way of treating a waste and converting it to green energy.
Now that's clever.
Apart from the obvious benefit of supplying clean energy, green and renewable power into the grid for use by all Queenslanders, Cleveland Power will employ over 70 people in the construction stage, and ongoing a further 12 new jobs will be created. It is a project that dedicates Redland City to smart industry. It establishes a new company that will investigate and pursue renewable energy options for the future. Now let's see. Environmentally friendly, safe and non-toxic, problem solving for the city, a jobs creator, and building into the Redland City environmental mantle. But it gets better. It's greatly helping Australia meet its renewable energy targets for the future, and all the while giving us reliable, renewable, clean, green energy. Now, that is clever.